This is the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show, the station that pays.
This is MC Reggie Fresh from the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show. And folks, guess who's in the building? Acclaimed inspirational speaker. She's a best-selling author, award-winning performance, an artist, a creator, a CEO of Defy Impossible. She has been featured in Forbes, Essence, Ebony, Black Enterprise, and other magazines. She's been on the Donnie Simpson Show, Good Day DC, Let's Talk Live, Soul Magazine TV, and a few others. Once upon a time, she was a walking statistic in the bad streets of Baltimore. By the tender age of 16, violence, drugs, prostitution, and underground commerce. The predictable outcome was becoming the most lucrative female godfather in Baltimore. Amazingly, 14 years later, she graduated with a second master's degree and a PhD from Stanford University. Her business grossed over $5 million in revenue in less than 6 years, as she turned herself into a category of one in the marketplace. Her clients have generated millions in revenue using her proven program system and strategies. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. Venus Opal Reese.
I give raw chills, 10 different looks, and my looks so kill. I kiss him in the mouth, I feel all grills. Heat in the car, that's wheels on wheels. Woo! I was born to flex, yes. Diamonds on my neck. I like boarding jets, I like more, but nothing in this world that I like more than checks. Money. What I really wanna see.
This is the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show, the station that pays.
Bustin' out the roof, I got bands in the coop. Touch me out, bow, shake it low. You get a little bag and take it to the store. Get a little cash, you shake it real fast, you get a little more. I got bands in the coop.
Welcome to the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show. Dr. Reese, how are you doing?
Hey, Reggie! Woo-hoo!
What's up? I finally got you here.
Yeah, it took a minute. Thank you for your patience. You're a good man.
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
A good man.
Yes, ma'am. Now, the first thing that I want to ask you is, being young and humble as a teenager, can you give me some of the details about you coming up?
Oh, well, it came up hard, like most of us did. You know, I'm a black woman from the streets. My mama put me out when I was, well, there was a lot going on, but by the time I was 16, I was living on the streets, eating out of trash cans and sleeping in urine and beer. And it was my 9th grade math teacher, a black woman, who literally saved my life. Because of her love, I eventually graduated from Stanford University with a second master's degree and a PhD. I have 4 degrees. And I was a tenured professor. I taught at the university for 10 years. And I also worked at the university, and then white privilege got on my nerves. And I got out of that and became an entrepreneur. and have been doing it for like 9 years.
Wow.
I failed for the first two.
Get out of here.
For one. And then in my third year, I did my first million. And I did 5 million in 6 years with no government funding, without any loans or any investors.
Get out of
So what I
here.
really focus on is really how to monetize your mess, how to temper your pain for profit, and how to turn your courage into cash.
Get out of here now. So tell me a little bit about your business. What do you do?
Well, fundamentally, I teach primarily Black women entrepreneurs who've gone through some things. I teach them how to break their first million.
Get out of
So
here.
I focus on healing historical and cultural traumas as the key to your financial success for the trajectory of your bloodline.
And you also said that if you been in business for 3 years and you ain't no millionaire, you're the problem.
That is true. And this is the reason I say that. There's enough access to actually being able to do your own business and win at it if you actually, one, have a mentor, which is a big deal, right? Not just making it up.
Right.
And two, you stay the course until it turns. I literally failed for the first 2 years.
Right.
Honestly, I didn't. I mean, I was still teaching. I was back eating ramen noodles. You know, I was back noodling it because I was so arrogant. I thought that because I was educated, I knew how to do money. I knew how to make cash money, and I didn't. So I had to learn that. I had to invest in myself. I had to invest in learning how to do sales and marketing, service delivery, content creation, social media, hiring, firing. I had to learn all that because I didn't know that as a professor or as an artist.
Wow.
You see? And if you're not willing to invest in yourself to get the necessary tools, you'll be doing it based on what you already know. You'll take the skills you had at your job and try to turn that stuff into money. And entrepreneurship is not the same as being an employee.
Exactly.
So if you take 3 years, I can get you to $1 million in 1 to 3 years, depending on your willingness and how built out you are. But if you're not willing to change, to invest in yourself, and I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about time, resource, energy, and the emotional maturity, the spiritual evolution to heal the behaviors that have sabotaged you all your life up until this point.
Wow. Now, let me ask you this, Dr. Reese. Explain to me about, we always talking about the movement, social movements and stuff like that back in the day and what we doing now. Why don't we talk about the way we move money and how we make money?
Well, I think this is a little challenging because historically we were the money. If you think about it, slavery was an institution built on our backs, on Black women literally birthing the workforce, right? So we've been trained and taught that we need to earn money, make money, do something to get money. And what that looks like for most of us is working really, really hard. Well, that's not how money is made, right? It's made the way I do money. Let me say it like this. The way I do money is I don't think of money as effort. I think of money and relate to money as energy, right?
Right.
So it's not because if you think about all the effort you put into making money so far in your life, you should have been a billionaire about now.
There you go.
So that may not be it. I mean, if you really look at it, this shit, what happened? So it's saying, well, maybe that's another approach. And a lot of times, Black people, we don't trust stuff we cannot see. And I understand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been duped so often. Like, you know what? Sound like a gimmick to me. Well,
that's a scam.
When you look at the world's billionaires and millionaires, they're making money from what they know, not what they do. And we need to do the same.
And we need to do the same. Okay, now about your book. Tell me a little bit about your book.
Well, I just released a hot mess edition of the Black Woman Millionaire book. It was a bestseller because Black women, and actually everybody, all races, all genders, took it up and really supported it. And it became a bestseller after being turned down by 30 top publishing agencies and publishing houses in New York because they said there was no market for Black women who would want to buy a book about becoming a millionaire.
Right.
And that was not true. But it's more systemic racism. They didn't see us as anything but workhorses. They never thought of us as people who would want to make our own money. And there was no market because no one had ever put the book out until now, right?
Yeah.
And so my book is about healing historical hurts.
Right.
As the root to your behavior shifts so you can bring in and give yourself the internal permission to prosper. It is not about investments. It's not about real estate. It's not about networking. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being born into a history of hurts that shape and rule how you do your money. And it hasn't left us. So you have to purposefully take on healing your mother's womb, your daddy's womb, the consciousness that we dwell inside of, so you give yourself the freedom to try. You see, so it's think of it as business self-help.
Okay. All right. That's all right. Okay, Dr. Reese, now.
And everybody can read it. Men can read it too. I say Black Woman Millionaire because Black women buy my shit and they believe they do what I say. But Black men can do the exercises too. I have Black men do the work all the time.
That's
and
why
they do well as well.
Right.
So it's not. Don't be tricked by the title.
Right.
Don't be. So it's important to say that.
That's why you on my show, because look, hey, I definitely watch you and see everything that you're doing, and I want to know too.
Thank you, Reggie. I appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am. Now, tell me about when you have, how can somebody reach you, your social contacts and all of that when you're going on tour? When can you book and speak? Or how does that go? Can you give me that kind of information?
Sure. Well, so I believe in dating before I get married, Reggie.
Okay.
Because I'm not for everybody. I got an edge on me. I'm on my best behavior. I don't think I'm dropping out one F-bomb. So I'm doing really, really good.
Right.
So if you want to get a sense of me, I have a free gift that I would love to give you so that you can, test me out, so to speak. It's called The Breathe Fire Backstory. The Alchemy of Race, Wounds, and Wealth. It's at venusopal.com/gift. You will join my troop. You'll join my troop tribe, and you'll get the gift. And after that, you'll see if you want to, if you want to bother with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but that's what I do.
Okay. All right, then. Now, I'm glad you was on my show, Doctor. I'm serious. It's a pleasure to have you on my show, because I said to myself, I got to get Dr. Reese. As you can see, when I see you and I text you something to let you know that I'm serious, that I have to have you on my show.
And you have been incredible, and I appreciate your persistence and your grace and your patience. It's been a wild ride, and you're just a good man, and I appreciate you for allowing me on your platform and just being such a contribution to our community. Thank you so much, Reggie.
I really appreciate that. Now, do you got any shout-outs you want to give to anybody?
I just want to give a shout-out to Reggie.
Okay, then. Well, that's what's up.
Shout-out to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Reggie Fresh.
All right.
That's who I want to give a shout-out to.
That's
thank you for who you are, and thank you for what you do for us.
And then the last question I got to ask you, Doctor, I want you to tell the whole world out there, what's the baddest station in the land and the station that pays?
Absolutely. The MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show.
And there y'all have it, folks. Coming to you from Baltimore, that's Dr. Venus Opal Reese, right here on the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show.
Look, so bad, so real. I ride in some big tall hills, big fat checks, big large bills, run out flip like 10 car wheels. Cold. I give raw chills, 10 different looks, and my looks so kill. I kiss him in the mouth, I feel all grills, heat in the car, that smells on wheels. Woo! I was born to flex.
This is the MC Reggie Fresh Morning Show. A station that pays.
All I really wanna see is the money. I don't really need a D, I need the money. All I back need is the money. I got bands in the coop, bustin' out the roof. I got bands in the